And how do you think using the floor map has helped you with your understanding of this poem?
I can see it easily. I can remember the key points of the poem, like by remembering the pictures and then the quotes to go with it. So it triggers my memory.
Okay, Pamela, so do you want to explain which text you were studying and which thinking map you used to help you?
We were studying an inspector course, and we used the cause and effect multi-floor map. On one side we had the inspector's opinion on responsibility and the effects of that.
Do you think using the multi-floor map helped you to prepare for this part of your coursework?
Yes, it did. It helped me to just think and like I could use this for my essay to write these points and those points and put them into my essay to just see the cause and effects of the inspector's opinions on responsibility.
So do you think using the thinking maps helps when you come to do a longer piece of writing?
Yeah, it does. Because all you have to do in the essay is just expand it because you've got the core of it here and the cause and effect map. This is the tree map we used to classify all the characters and their personalities in the first act of an Inspector Calls. And here we just have a list of their characteristics, like Mr. Burling is prosperous, he's very garrulous, and whereas Eric is quite squiffy, drunk and uneasy, and he's very quiet.
So you've classified the different characters there. If you were just doing one character, which map do you think would you have used?
A bubble map, where we would just write all the different qualities that they have.
So how is the tree map? Why are you using the tree map for this activity rather than the bubble map?
So that I can write about lots of people all at once. It's easier than doing 5 pages on 5 different people.
Okay, Liam, would you explain this resource, please, and what you're doing with it?
This is a learning map, and it helps us review our learning of the poem.
Okay, do you want to talk us through the learning map?
We've got acrostics, 2 acrostics down each side, which help us break down the key points or language or meaning features or structure of the poem. And we've got the learning intentions to tell us what we've trying to achieve through this poem. The task and success criteria. The task tells us what we have to do, and the success criteria is broken down into must, should and could. The must is what we should do, what we must do in the task. The should criteria helps us to get the next level in the task that we do, and the could enables us to get the best we can out of the task we're trying to do.
So if you do the could activity, which level are you aiming for?
A star. In the bottom right of the page there's a place to put how we feel about the poem, our understanding and whether we know whether we could explain the meaning, language and structure. If we're put a happy face then we understand what the poem's trying to say, but if we don't understand it we can get extra help with it. The teacher can review what you think of the poem and help you in places that you find difficult. The learning maps help review our learning, and the good way to structure what we know and how we know it, and so the teacher can help us if we're stuck.
The flow map helps us to order things. It's to help us draw linear graphs. We're discussed what would come first and then work out the stages that came next and followed on. First we would draw a table to help us work out the coordinates, and then we would decide the size of the axes. We would then plot the coordinates, join up the coordinates and then label the line that we drew.
Do you like using the thinking maps?
The flow map and the bubble map are probably the best, but the circle map doesn't help as much because I like working things out in my head, not writing them down.
That's interesting. So when do you use the bubble map?
The bubble map, say we could not we could use it in other subjects as well as maths. Say like use them in history to like say we chose a famous person, then we could put like points about that person.
To describe the famous person.
Yes.
Oh, lovely. Thank you very much.
Using the cause and effect shares a lot. We do when you're using cases to demonstrate particular aspects, and we start with the cause and the effect of that case. And I think we go to demonstrate like quite clearly just by looking at it what the case is about, just quick summary.
So will you be tested on that in the exam?
Yeah.
So is revision easier then?
Yeah, because of bullet point, it's like a bullet points, but more detail, so you can put more information in them. But it's clear to read instead of reading a whole chunk of text when you come to revise.
So it's a good revision tool. Have you got anything to say about the maps in general? Would you only choose certain maps that would help you?
I like the multi-floor maps we're doing now, and the floor maps when you actually write the essay to make sure you're not missing anything out that you should not go for essay planning, just to have a look at. Yeah, because you can do a multi-floor map and then on a floor map as well, and do it at home, and then you can bring it in and show someone before you start your essay, and then you definitely know you've put all the points in for the essay, so you're going to get better marks.
So your teacher can then intervene, can't they? So if you've missed something out in your plan, they can speak to you beforehand, and then ultimately you're going to get a better grade on your essay. What do you think is the purpose of the maps in general?
It shows your thinking. Communicates clearly to you and the teacher when they come to market what you're thinking, and so what you know, what's your strong points and what you need more work on.
Do you think it's had an impact on your writing?
Definitely, especially with essays, the floor maps. If we can plan together as a class the essay and all the points that need to go into an essay and relate to things that we've learned in the lesson, then you go away feeling much better about writing an essay rather than thinking, I haven't got a clue where to start.
So you're in year 13 now, aren't you? How do you feel about, obviously we're using this throughout the school now, how do you feel about that?
I think it's better for them, really.
Yeah, we've had to adapt how to use them because we were still like very much like writing like big long prose or something. But I think if I had started in year 7, it would have been a lot clearer, and I think I'd been a lot happier doing it that way. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We're busy doing a floor map to show how the European economy has grown since its formation in 1957.
So you're sequencing the different events?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about the little boxes that you've got underneath the bigger boxes?
That show like the treaties, I think.
What was the treaties that made these come into interact?
Like different things that happen.
How do you think it's easier doing the floor map when you're working in a group?
Yeah.
I think it makes it easier to help to understand because it's like a timeline. Our task was to find how the European Union had grown since its formation. The main points was it was showing the gradual growth of the European Union from who started, why it was started, and to when it grew, and the treaties that came into place to strengthen it. But this year, Romania and Bulgaria had joined, and they adopted, Slovenia adopted the euro. And in the future, they're focusing on a lot of research and the growth and competitiveness of the whole European Union in the international growth of economy and things like that.
So they're looking at how the European Union, as it expands, is going to be able to compete against
The rest of the world.
the rest of the world.